this is a story. Jack sees a beautiful girl and he loves her. What do you think about this? Is this a story? No, this is not a complete story, because a story must have an initial situation and ending situation. But this is a just beginning. Let's try to complete this like this. Jack sees a beautiful girl. Her name is Mary. He loves her, and then Mary accepts to marry him. Yes, now we have a story, but still this is a boring story. Why? Because it misses something that makes it interesting. And in this video, we are going to fix this. Welcome to NOE Film Lab. I am Noe Nitanga, and on this YouTube channel, I try to make everything of filmmaking simple. If you like filmmaking, acting, writing, and directing, just subscribe on this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to transform this simple idea using these 4 elements: conflict, emotions, tension, and lesson. The purpose is to make this simple idea a nice story, interesting one for a film. Our starting point is this. Jack sees a beautiful girl. Her name is Mary. He loves her, he woos her, and then Mary accepts to marry Jack. Now we are going to add the first element, which is a conflict. Every kind of story becomes interesting when something goes wrong. Think about news. If nothing happens, no one watches. The news like a bus leaves a bus station and it reaches a destination. This is no kind of news that people watch. But when something bad is an accident or something else happened during that journey, now the news becomes interesting. It is the same in filmmaking. You want your story to make people pay attention about it, you must add a conflict, something which is not okay. It calls attention of everyone. Now in our story, we are going to add something like fear. Jack wants Mary, but he has fear. This is a conflict. Now something changes. The story starts to become interesting because we have a problem, we have something that goes wrong. Now we are curious. Before we reach just the end, the fear of Jack, oh my God, I love that girl, but I don't see the way how I will tell her that I love her. No, I can't. But a problem is not enough. The problem is just there, but our story yet misses something that gives them a nice experience, because people can just listen to the story, can watch the story, but they can't feel it. Okay? Now we want to bring viewers to feel the story, to feel what our actors are feeling. This is emotion, the second element. Emotions is something of a creature that makes people who are watching your story just to feel it, not only to understand it, but to feel what actors are feeling. And this is what gives a nice experience to your viewers. The emotion that our actors are living are the same that our viewers experience at that same time. Our story already has emotions because it explores love, talk about love. Then our story already has love as emotion. What are we gonna do? We are going to increase its intensity so that this emotion become stronger. Then now we are going to do like this. Jack loves his Mary, then he begins to follow her everywhere she goes. And at every evening, Jack sits alone and he thinks about her face, and he talks to himself, tomorrow I will talk to her. Tomorrow I will tell her that I love her. And so now we can feel his emotions. We can feel his deep love towards Mary. Now we can feel his fear, okay? At every evening he says, I will tell her that I love her tomorrow. We can feel Jack's emotions, we can feel Jack's fear, but the story needs something of special that hooks us. Tension. This is a third element that we have to add to our story so that the story keeps its viewers until the end. Tension makes a story impossible to live. It comes from these two things. Something that is about to happen or something we don't fully know about the story. Secret that is not yet revealed. We are going to build tension in our story through these two layers. Layer number one is stakes. Why must Jack succeed? Why must Jack tell Mary he loves her? Let's take this situation and now we're going to add another subject. We're going to add Jack's mother. Jack's mother is very ill and she only has a short time left before she dies. Her last wish is just to see her son happy with his family. Jack's mom tells him that she wants to see her grandchildren before she dies. Now, Jack must succeed not for himself, but for someone he really loves. Then now, viewers want Jack to succeed because at the same time they are feeling what Jack's mom feels. This is what gives tension to our story. And so now we are going to add a second layer of tension, repetition and failure. Now Jack tries to talk to Mary, tries to tell her that he loves her so much, but fear stops him again and again. We can use even this scene where Jack, as he's following Mary, he calls her, but as Mary turns to him, he says, no, I didn't call you, it's just I was talking to the telephone. And he said, do you see? Then we start to ask if Jack will really succeed or if he will fail, and our brain refuses to quit before we make sure he succeeds or he fails. And at this level, we really have a nice story, the story that keeps us watching and the story that makes us feel the emotions as we are watching it. Then now, what we have to do is a final fixing, a final resolution of the problem of fear of Jack, and add one important element that every story would have in order to let something behind it, something that we left after a dark screen, something that we will remember as we be remembering the story, something that the story changes in our life. Now, this is the final situation. When you are building a story like this, you have freedom of ending it the way you want. Now, in our situation, let's end it like this. At the end, something changes. Mary noticed that Jack loves her so very much, and she also understands his fear. One day, as Jack is still fighting with his fear, Mary comes to him and she tells him, Jack, I love you. Now, our story has a very nice end, but a lesson. How to add a lesson? At the end, we add this scene where Jack is saying this sentence. In life, what we fear most sometimes is our path to our greatest success. Now we have a lesson. After everything we've been watching, after everything we've been experiencing, after all emotions, after everything, at the end, we have a lesson. And this is very, very important to transform every kind of story. We just began with a simple idea. Jack sees a beautiful girl, Mary, and he loves her. Mary accepts him. This is a very simple idea, but we've been transforming it into something that is impossible to ignore. You want to start creating your own films, you don't need great ideas. What you need is just to transform your simple ideas into something of unforgettable, and what you have to do is just to add some emotions, conflict, tension, and a lesson, and you have a strong story that gives its experience to its viewers. This is just my second video on this channel. The idea of creating this YouTube channel, I had it since 6 months ago. When I finally decided to create this YouTube channel, my purpose was just to share with you my 8 years of experience in filmmaking. My name is Noe. I am film writer, actor, and director. I really know that we will grow together, and I will be doing my best in order to share with you something that I know that will help you. Again, if you love filmmaking, just subscribe, and together we'll make filmmaking simple. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching this video until the end. In my next video, I will be sharing with you some secrets to use in order to create short films for Facebook, TikTok. If you want not to miss it, you know what to do. Just subscribe on this YouTube channel.